Hey, good morning, good morning. I actually date this one. It's July 4th. It's 2:48 a.m. It's still dark outside. I'm on my way to the gym. Yesterday, my wife, she got her hair done. So, obviously, my responsibility, my obligation at that time was to make sure that I had taken control of the two youngest ones, which happened to be 2 and 6 years old, and find something for them to do. I know me, so sitting at home was not a option. Because if I sit at home, I'm going to try to get you to watch an old Western movie with me, and that's probably not going to last very long, which means I can't chill like I want to chill. Hmm. So I said, well, I'll take them somewhere. And if you go down into Chandler, there's this little place that they've coined, or they've given it a name called the smallest neighborhood theme park. And I get them in there and get the layout, the law of the land, how they run things in there. Come to find out, 3 slices of pizza are it's $14. So I didn't get that. Didn't want to go into the bounce house area, so I just got a little game card. So that they had a lot of games in there. So I got the game card and said, we'll just play games. They gave me more than enough tokens. Said, we'll just play games. And as we're playing games, I start to notice a scent, and Silas brought it out. And he said, Sanaya stinks. So I go and check her. Well, she had did number 2. Now I done seen death. I done seen fatal car accidents. I done been involved in around these things, and I've dealt with them better than I did a 2-year-old with number 2 in their diaper. So when I look at her, it's worse than number 2 in the diaper. It's everywhere. So now I'm really kind of like, whoa. So I pick her up, set her down because she was sitting on at one of the game machines. I run her into the bathroom and tell Silas to come on. Maybe I'm doing the right thing, maybe I'm not. So come on. We all get in the bathroom and I'm starting to check her out and analyze the situation. I notice I'm way over my head. I don't have a diaper, I don't have a baby wipe, and the only thing that's coming to my mind is maybe I can just simply remove her diaper. And if I remove her diaper, then she can just walk around in her pants. And I'm thinking, well, I don't think that's a good idea for a 2-year-old either. So the next idea was we need to leave, because when I say it was coming out of her diaper, it was coming out of her diaper. I said we need to leave. I cleaned her up as best as I could. I didn't want to get it all over the car seat. I didn't want it getting all over her. So I cleaned it up as best as I could, and I think I did a pretty good job. We get in the car. Ricky calls me. She says, I'm done getting my hair done. Now, where are you guys at? I tell her what happened. And she says, oh my. She says, oh my God. She says, oh wow. I said, yeah, and we left. And it reminded me of a story, so I started telling everybody the story. She was on the phone. Sanaya and Silas were in the back seat. So I started telling this story. When I was at a Starbucks, probably a couple months ago, I remember walking in the bathroom and I seen I seen footprints embedded in what looked like um, what it looked like was some type of chocolate whipped cream. And I didn't think much of it other than the fact that when I stepped in it, the smell, there was a smell that was following me around. And then I noticed that other people were stepping in this chocolate whipped cream that was by the front, by one of the bathroom doors. And I just kept thinking how odd this was that somebody was literally shit on the ground. I mean, literal, not exaggerating. Literally, somebody took a crap on the ground, and I don't know why, but it was literally like the funniest thing and the funniest story I could have told, because Silas was laughing. I don't know if Ricky was laughing. Sanaya was laughing. I was dying. My eyes were tearing up. And at that moment, nothing felt better than sharing that laugh with my kids. Nothing felt better for them to see me enjoying life and seeing my personality shine and seeing what makes me laugh, and to see how a man is not always so hard. It's not always so, I'll say it, insensitive. And when we got home later on in the evening, they decided to call, one of his favorite cousins on the phone. And I'm laying in the bed. I think I was playing Angry Birds. That's my that's my go-to relaxer, Angry Birds. I Sometimes when I feel a little stressed, I'll go do a hard level, and I'll say I can't go back to work until I finish this level, and and it helps. But I'm laying in the bed, and I'm hearing them on the phone, and I hear Silas say, hold on, I gotta tell you a story. I gotta tell you a story about what happened at Starbucks to my daddy, and you're gonna laugh. This is funny. This is funny. And he commences to telling his cousins, which are my cousins. He starts telling them the story of the chocolate whipped cream at the Starbucks and how everybody's feet were dragged through it. And as he's telling it animatedly, he's laughing just like I was. And I couldn't help but sit there and just laugh as I heard him retelling the story, and how much it felt like I was developing his personality and saying, as a man, you got responsibilities and you have to do certain things. But as a human being, you have the right to be happy, to laugh, to share stories. It doesn't always have to be work. It doesn't have to always be business. It doesn't always have to be faith. It doesn't have to always be these things. We were telling a story about shit on the ground. We were standing in the kitchen, and I was prepping some food, and I went to go uh, put something in the garbage, and he says, He says, "Do you want me to take the garbage out?" Now, Matt, mind you, this is all yesterday in the same time frame. I said, "Yeah." So he says, "Okay." He grabs the garbage, bop, 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 takes it out, comes back in, and I'm still prepping the food. And he says, "So is it my job to take out the garbage now?" And I'm thinking, well, that's your older brother's job. I say, uh, I say, I said, "Why? You want the job?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "All right." I said, "It's your job." I said, "Why do you want that job? Why do you want that?" I didn't know what his response was going to be. But he says, "Because I want to help you." See, I would love to think that I've raised and I'm raising young boys to be men that know that when they see another hardworking man, that it's okay to help them. Don't pick up no lazy man. Don't pick him off his feet, but to help another man who has given it his all. And that he recognizes that. He doesn't take that for granted and go sit down and say, "Oh, well, daddy's got this. He'll take care of it." But has enough common sense and enough forward thinking to say, "He's doing a lot. How can I help him?" One thing I've learned with having kids is that there's so many different dynamics and twists and turns to the whole parent thing. But the fact is, they shed a different life on the human thing. And I gotta tell you, I was proud on a couple different occasions. One, when he retold the story, and he did a horrible job of retelling the story. Two, um, when he said that he wanted to help me by taking out the garbage, which wasn't really a help to me. It was a responsibility that needed to be taken care of. And then the fact that we were able to share that laugh. I mean, I was dying. I was passed out, driving the car, dying, eyes red, tearing up, dying. And I know that they love seeing that because they seen that daddy ain't this hard piece of steel. This dude's kind of funny. And they will never, ever forget that.